I like powders, legal powders, I might add, nothing else. Hi GQ, this is Simon Pegg, and these are the items I cannot live without. This is hot sauce, Cholula, it's a classic. It's a lovely entry-level hot sauce, this one, if you're just starting out and you're trying to sort of ease your way into burning face. I kind of just love the pain. Although this isn't particularly painful, this one. There are ones out there that will actually cause you physical damage. I do have this one which is like an oil, and you put it on a cocktail stick, and you just put it on your tongue like that, and you have 8 minutes of flaming agony, but it gets you quite high. And as someone who is completely sober and doesn't partake of any other stimulants other than caffeine, it's a nice little bonus. Chanel Antaeus. I like to have a specific smell. I don't like to chop and change my scents. Some guys have like a day scent and an evening scent, but I just really love this. I feel like it's a bit me. I've had people say that they were on the bus or something and someone was wearing this and they thought, oh, Simon's on the bus. But I think they might be discontinuing it, which is a tragedy. I'll have to get a new smell, and then no one will know who I am. I'm terrified. Young Greg Tarzan Davis, who is a new addition to the Mission Impossible cast, plays Agent Degas. At the premiere of Mission Impossible in New York, we had what I can only describe as a scent collision. He was wearing a beautiful Armani suit. I saw him, I needed to touch him. We embraced, and our scents combined in the air into some super scent that a lot of people around, men and women, became spontaneously aroused. This is a really obvious one. It would be a lie to say that this isn't probably the most essential item to me. It's an office, it's a recreational tool, it's a viewer of media, and I generally always have it in my hand, much to my wife's chagrin. You know, it's got all my photographs, it's got my entire daughter's life on it, so I have thousands and thousands of photos documenting her entire life, which is incredibly important to me. You invariably start a group chat with your fellow cast members, crew members, whatever. So yes, I have a Star Trek group chat and a Mission group chat. Tom Cruise is probably the most famous person in my phone. He's not in there under his name, he's under a fake name. It's always a bit of a thrill to get a text from Tom unsolicited. It makes me laugh when something comes in, and because my wife teases me that I love him. I do. So when I get a text, I'm like, oh, look who's texting me. Oh, it's your boyfriend, she says. This, which I'm wearing right now, is a Tiffany dog tag that my wife gave me, and it's inscribed with S, M, and M, which is Simon, Maureen, and Matilda. This is something I wear when I'm away, just because it keeps them close. It's difficult. One of the hardest things about my job is having to leave home all the time. I don't really like leaving, so this helps me just to sort of like keep them close to my heart. Sickening, absolutely sickening. Here are my powders. I like powders. Legal powders, I might add, nothing else. These are Athletic Greens, or AG1. It basically gives you all the greens that you need for the day, whatever it is at the moment, your 12 a day, whatever. Because it is actual veg crushed into a powder, but it has like 75 vitamins in it. I'm reading the back now. AG1, semi-free stuff. This is protein powder from Form. It's always good to go for a clean protein. This is a vegan protein powder. I'm not a vegan, but I appreciate veganosity, even if I don't understand it. And this is something I will have after my workout. Mission Impossible is responsible for getting me into fitness in my later life. When you look at me in Mission Impossible 3, I literally look like a potato in a cardigan. So when it came to do Ghost Protocol, I'd kind of just discovered the gym. I'm not planning on doing any Tom Cruise level stunts, but planning is not a thing that you ever can really do when you make a Mission Impossible movie. You have to just allow it. I don't think I could ever get the script and read it and it says Benji paraglides into a shark's anus, and I'd have to say, fine, I'll do that. I'll fly right into that thing. It means something to the audience if they can see that it's the actor doing the stunt. So if he asked me to jump off a cliff on a motorcycle, I would. Which reminds me of that old thing my mum used to say, oh, well, if your friends asked you to jump off a cliff, would you? I guess the answer finally is yes. Coffee. I love, love, love coffee. And it's something that I look forward to in the evening before I go to bed, that I'm gonna have one in the morning. It's my last remaining vice, really, caffeine, if you can call it a vice. And that first little hit in the morning is an absolute delight. Growing up as a Brit, I was a tea man, you know? I started drinking coffee the first time I came to New York with Edgar Wright. We used to come at the end of the century. God, that sounds like a long time ago. We used to come to New York to buy DVDs. We'd go and, do loads of New Yorkie stuff, and we'd go to Kim's Video in St. Mark's Place and buy American DVDs because American DVDs had loads of extras on back in the day. So we'd come over to New York, we'd stay at the Soho Grand, and then in the morning we'd come down and there was free coffee. And it just became a religion to me after that. Okay, this is a basic style staple, I think. It's the Henley t-shirt, which is a design classic. It's comfortable, it's stylish, it's slightly rugged, shows off my guns a little bit. The Henley. Generally speaking though, because I'm such a homebody, I spend my life in sweatpants and a Henley t-shirt. That's where I'm most comfortable. To do this kind of thing and to get out there and get to dress up is a real thrill because I so rarely do it. I don't go out, I don't go to parties. I'm married, I have a child. The primary reasons for going out is to get pissed and get laid. I don't need to do either of those things. I frickin' love sunglasses. That and the right headphones for my snowboarding helmet are the things that I spend the most money on. These are some of the sunglasses that I bought out on this press tour. So I get together with my stylist, Arabella, and we get an outfit. When we get a look, we'll pair it with exactly the right pair of sunglasses. For instance, these would look nice with this suit because they have blue lenses. And so you're pairing the blue with the blue of the suit and the blue of the background, which I asked to be arranged for me so I would coordinate this entire studio today. I probably have a few hundred pairs at home. I lose them a lot. That annoys me. I lost a lovely pair of aviators in Rome. I'm still gutted about that. Music is such a huge part of my life. My father is a musician and I grew up listening to I listen to music constantly. I'm a bit of an old indie kid. I have a very broad music taste, much broader than when I was younger, and I was very tribal with my music. It was like my music's cool and everyone else's music is shite. But now I'm much more sort of egalitarian when it comes to my music taste. My daughter went through a sort of K-pop phase. She was big into BTS. When she first talked about it, I was like, what? That's like a boy band. Why are you into a boy band? And she said, no, listen to this. And she played me a couple of songs and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Certainly those BTS boys are an incredible, tight outfit. They're all beautiful. They've done some amazing tunes. The Steve Aoki remix of Mic Drop is one of my favorite songs. It's just such a banger. So yeah, that's that for a 53-year-old, indie kid. That might surprise people. There's a couple of fitness items that I like to use. This is a MyZone. Essentially, it's a heart rate monitor. You pair it with your phone on the app, and it tells you when you're in certain zones of heart rate. So you're in gray, blue, green, yellow, or red, and you can tailor your workouts to sort of stay in certain zones or kind of only reach a certain zone, and you can see how quickly you recover back into the gray zone or whatever. This is a Lumen, and this is the metabolism tracker. You wake up in the morning, and you blow into it, and it tells you what your body is doing in terms of what it's burning. So if you're burning carbs mainly, and if you're burning fats, it'll tell you. Yeah, I mean, aside from the kind of, the euphoria of physical fitness, we try and keep things as light as possible on set. And Tom is a bit of a prankster. When he's kind of not feeling the weight of the movie on him, he can be extremely mischievous. And we've had several occasions when he would switch on my seat heater when we were in Morocco, when we were doing the car chase in Morocco, so that I kept overheating and I didn't know why, and it was because he kept switching my seat heater on. He'll always sort of just move into shot when we're doing say we're shooting me now and we're doing my dialogue and it's what's called a dirty, so you can see Tom's shoulder. He'll just creep, so he blocks me. It's like an ongoing war we have to upstage each other. It's fun making films, and it should be fun because we're essentially playing, and that's what filmmaking is. Thanks, GQ. This has been a blast. I've really enjoyed demonstrating my essentials to you. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Go see Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 on the biggest screen you possibly can.